Yeah, it's nice to hear some good news. And now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's all news headlines, good and bad, all the reality that there is.
Exactly. Good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. Well, we begin this morning talking about a big issue, this one that has a lot of parents talking. Today, a bill that would allow up to 3 employees to have a gun at schools will be heard in the State Senate Finance Committee. Now, this bill is sponsored by Republican Senator Sue Wilson Bedford, and it will allow 3 designated school employees to carry handguns. Bedford believes the new legislation will prevent future shootings. Under current law, only police officers and school security guards can carry guns at school. Of course, we'll keep you posted on what ends up happening. This in the very beginning stages of the law. A former Albuquerque police officer convicted of a federal crime has a week of freedom left. Yesterday, a judge ordered Brad Aaronsfield to turn himself in a week from today. Aaronsfield was sentenced to 6 months after he tipped off a friend about a 2009 federal drug investigation. His sentence has been delayed several times. He recently asked a judge to delay it again because he says his girlfriend is sick with cancer. But yesterday, a judge ruled that he doesn't have the power to even consider that. Albuquerque City Attorney plans on suing a local malt shop that is not paying its workers minimum wage. You may recall this story. We've been talking a lot about it recently. The Route 66 malt shop owner here, Eric Zeman, says he had a verbal agreement with his workers that they would work at the wage they were hired at. Well, that now is against the city's new rules. But at first, the city didn't have the resources, it said, to enforce it. The city said it thought a private attorney would pick up the case against the malt shop. Yesterday, 3 city councilors called out the city attorney and the mayor for not doing something sooner. Reduce the penalties for having marijuana and legalize it. A new poll shows a majority of people right here in New Mexico favor that. The New Mexico Drug Alliance did that poll. It also shows that 52% want to legalize marijuana and tax it. The poll also says people support the Roundhouse approving a study to look at the economic impacts of legalizing marijuana, regulating it, and taxing pot here. Meanwhile, the IRS is enforcing a law from 1982 aimed at illegal drug users. It basically nails medical marijuana retailers with a 75% tax rate, preventing them from deducting operating expenses such as rent and payroll. Quite an interesting debate there as well. For the first time in a long time, it seems like more people are interested in becoming a police officer right here in Albuquerque, and the motivation could be cold, hard cash. Back in November, Albuquerque's mayor started offering cadets a $5,000 bonus to go through the academy. Then just last month, 455 people applied to the academy. That is the most in the last 7 years.
I think it's a combination of the recruiting effort, using new recruiting technologies, and the cash incentives together have worked to drive up our numbers.
Now, those numbers are important. Right now, APD needs to hire about 75 officers a year to keep up with those officers that are leaving. Last year, the department hired just 11 candidates and 7 the year before that. And that wraps it up for your Wednesday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. All right, ladies, going to send it back to you. Time to talk some Hollywood, isn't it?
Yes, thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah.